Hi everyone, welcome to Perspective 1111. My name is Nikki and this is a twin flame divine soulmate reading, okay, for twin flames resonating within the sign of Aries, divine masculine and divine feminine here, okay. What I have done, guys, is because I don't want hour-long videos, okay, I really would like to try and keep my videos to like under 30 minutes, or well, 35 minutes tops, okay? So what I've done is I've pulled Whispers of Love, a Syrian Starseed, an Akashic Tarot for the overall energy. I've pulled an overall divine masculine energy and an overall divine feminine energy, and then the mental, emotional, spiritual, okay, bodies, messages. And what I'll do is I'll clarify these with the, I think I'll use the Gilded Tarot, and then we will pull a final message from the Atlantean deck, and messages from the Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine right at the end there. Hopefully I can get it in this way in about 35 minutes, okay? Because it just takes too long to pull from all the different decks, actually on camera, okay guys? So per sign anyways. When I do an overall collective of just Divine Masculine and just Divine Feminine, then I could probably pull on camera, but we'll see how this goes anyway. So this is for the sign of Aries, okay, for the month of May. So the overall energy here for the twin flames and for Aries here, first of all, the Whispers of Love in the connective energy here is I love you. How beautiful is that, eh? These are very important words. I love you. So keep them in mind as we go through the reading, because things will reflect back to I love you. And this is I love you to yourself. This is I love you to your twin, your counterpart, your inner masculine, your counterpart, whatever way you want to, okay, visualize it. But I love you. How beautiful is that? Okay, so we have here the Master of Flames in reverse with the Four of Swords from the Akashic Tarot. The Master of Flames is kind of like the King of Wands, okay? Similar to the King of Wands. This is a card of mastering your spiritual energy, your passion, creativity, inspiration, your power, right? Harnessing your power. And when you become a Master of Flames, you got it all going on, guys. You got it all going on. But this is in reverse, so it's not quite there yet, okay? And it came out with, and it's interesting because Master of Flames, Aries, your fire sign, makes perfect sense, right? But Four of Forces here, spring and autumn, okay? And it came out upright, so it's talking about spring. So this is a card about planting your seeds, okay? Planting your seeds and having them come into fruition. And when I was meditating on the Aries sign for just the zodiac reads for the month, I was picking up a lot of interchange in Aries, a lot of opening up more internally, a lot of like I was seeing and feeling just a brightness from within me. And that makes perfect sense here, okay? With the planting of seeds and creating something new here that is going to come into fruition. You have the power, Aries, okay? You have the Master of Flames in reverse here, so you may not be fully in control of it right now, but you have your power, okay? You know exactly what needs to be done. And I was feeling more and more and more a wider awareness for Aries as a sign in general, like a wider awareness of themselves, of their journey, of their purpose, okay? And so this is about planting the seeds for growth, okay? which will bring you more into the mastery of your spiritual, creative, passionate, communicative energy. Okay? Because the Master of Flames in reverse here can be a little pushy, shall we say, Aries? Okay? A little pushy. Trying to rush things, right? Want to get it done, want to get it done, want to get it done. So this is about getting control of that energy and learning to plant things accordingly and allow for growth within that energy. Okay? Now the overall divine masculine energy for Aries here is codependency. And a lot of people, they look at codependency, they see that devil card come out or whatever the case may be, and they go, oh no, addictions and stuff, negative patterns, oh my gosh, they're so hard, they're so hard. And they are hard. They are hard. You know, we're here for a reason to break this paradigm. We're here for a reason to break these patterns. And they are hard. It is hard work, okay? But it's nothing to be ashamed of. Addictive behavior is like addictive and codependent behavior. It's almost like a survival instinct, right? It's a way of being that humanity created. It's like a subconscious and an unconscious program that humanity runs on. They created as a survival instinct, right? Codependency. A way to push through times that are trying and hard. So getting over a lot of these patterns, even though maybe you're seeing them, is hard work. Okay? And the divine masculine energy here is working hard on releasing these codependent habits. And this goes right along here with the Master of Flames, really, when you think about it. Okay? This impulsive Master of Flames in reverse, the whole King of Wands in reverse can be very impulsive, right? Can make very rash decisions and be impulsive. So again, totally makes sense to me. So the divine masculine overall energy here, Aries, is codependency. So think about your patterns and subconscious behaviors, okay? Trying to come into awareness on those. The overall energy for the divine feminine energy here within the Aries is God of Wisdom, Thoth. Okay? Thoth was an Egyptian god, God of wisdom, and he created, and you can see him creating them here in the card, the emerald tablets, what's known as the emerald tablets. And it's believed that these tablets were created about 36,000 years ago, and they were found in the Great Pyramid. They depict a story of, I think it's Hermes. They depict a story of Hermes traveling from Atlantis to Egypt. Okay? And they depict the story of the cataclysm of Atlantis, the breakdown of the society, how the denser and heavier energies within this dimension here, within this world, were getting the better of the Atlantean population, which were a very high vibration population, okay? And how it started weighing on the hearts of the Atlanteans, and this is what caused the great cataclysm. Oh my gosh, you know what I'm saying, right? The sinking of the civilization of Atlantis. the breakdown of that civilization, okay, down to a more primitive humanity level, coming out of the unity oneness that we are heading back to, and down into a duality consciousness. And it talks about that in these tablets. And Thoth, the god of wisdom here, appearing in your reading as your overall energy, this is your call to service, guys, okay? This is your call to spread the light. This is your call to spread the world. This is your call to move forward in your mission. Whether you are one of the original 144 or whether you are a byproduct connecting through the twin flame template, we're all here to do the same job, to spread the word, okay? To spread the light throughout humanity, to raise the vibration of the planet here. And these tablets talk about that. So you might want to Google them, look them up. It's a really, really interesting story that appears on the tablets. So this is your call to arms. And what I find really, really interesting here is the Aries moon that we just had. If you take a look at my channeled message a few weeks ago, I said that I was receiving a call to arms, and that was the Aries moon. And here it is showing up as the overall energy within the Aries twin flame reading, which is pretty freaking awesome, right? You can't make this shit up, guys, seriously. Okay. So that's the overall divine feminine energy for Aries for the month of May, and the overall divine masculine energy for Aries for the month of May. So let's take a look into the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual of the divine masculine and of the divine feminine here. Okay, so I will use the Gilded Tarot for clarifiers on these. So here in the divine masculine energy, in the physical here, and remember this overall theme is codependency, okay? Breaking patterns and habits and stuff like that within the masculine energy, okay? We have family here. And the first thing that comes to mind for me is healing, obviously, heritage, lineage, DNA, the energy passed down through the DNA, all right? The family lineage, relationships within the family, so father, son, father, mother, father, daughter, all of the relationships within the family that need to be healed. So divine masculine is working on clearing the codependency habits here and patterns out of the family lineage and DNA. Okay, so can we get some clarification here on family in the Aries divine masculine physical space, please? And just so you guys know, before I started, before I pulled cards, I cleared me, I cleared everything. I sat down and did a little meditation, brought my light through, expanded my light, asked to be used as a divine channel. I didn't ignore any of that process, okay? I just want you guys to know that because this is twin flame energy we're dealing with here. Clarification, please, on family. Okay, we got two pop out here. All right, so we have Three of Pentacles upright, and we have the Queen of Cups in reverse. So the Three of Pentacles upright represents working on something, right? Collaboration, working on something in a collaboration to create something of value in a very physical way, right? And then the Queen of Cups here in reverse. So this is lack of self-love here, okay? Queen of Cups in reverse, lack of self-love, lack of confidence. So this is a lot of self-esteem issues here within the family dynamic and through the energies passed down that create codependency. And this totally matches up to that. So building up your worth, okay, because of a lack of self-love, a lack of self-esteem within the masculine energy that has been inherited, that has been passed down through inherited as well as taught, okay, because there's patterns we are taught and then there's energetic stuff that we inherit, right? So that's in the physical space. In the mental space here, we have karmic partner. And what I'm feeling about this is a lot of divine masculines are having trouble in their existing relationships if they are with a karmic partner. And a karmic partner can be a person. It can also be a work, because people can be codependent on work. So a karmic partner can actually be work. A karmic partner is anything that you are here going through a long time cycle with to learn something from. So in the divine masculine energy here, we have karmic partner. So clearing the codependencies here with karmic partner situations. So inherited through the family as well as through karmic partner situations here. So this would be dependency type things to do with work, dependency type things to do with spouses, to do with love. All right, so let's see if we can get some clarification on that. Clarification on karmic partner, please. Divine masculine, Aries divine masculine, mental space, karmic partner. I know I got the message through in March saying that karmic contracts had come to an end, but these are the patterns, guys. You have to understand that even though a contract comes to an end, there are patterns, there are energetic patterns that are created along the way that people get used to just doing, right, subconsciously and unconsciously, that people tend to fall back to even though the contract is over. So the contract being over means there's no tie to the contract anymore. And once the energy is cleared, that's why I said in my message, Divine Feminine can now start clearing the energy from the karma, okay? In my channeled message in March, if you find that. Okay, so clarification on karmic partner here. No, okay. Yes, okay. And yes, okay. All right, yeah. Being unfulfilled with a karmic partner, and the options, okay? Options that they have or illusions that are created, choices, having multiple choices, not feeling fulfilled here, and so clearing out these codependent habits and patterns because they aren't fulfilled in this karmic situation anymore, okay? They're completely unhappy, and so they are trying to break the codependency habits and patterns that were created so that they can have options, right? So you can have options to break away from any kind of illusions here that these patterns were creating. Okay, so now in the emotional space here, we have mute. So this is telling me that the divine masculines are not communicating right now, okay? So the divine masculine energy within Aries, you could be feeling a little withdrawn a little bit, off and on. You can be going through phases where you feel a little withdrawn, where you feel just like retreating, where you don't really feel like talking to people. You don't really feel like expressing yourself outwardly to people, right? You may not be in contact or in communication with your divine masculine. The divine masculine energy itself is just in a state of wanting to retreat into that heart space, trying to figure this stuff out, right? Trying to figure this stuff out, and so wants to just like take a little break here. See if we can get some clarification, please, on mute in the heart space for divine masculine Aries. One more, please. Thank you. Okay, so they could be dealing with some inner, this totally makes sense, doesn't it? Some inner, inner betrayal. They could be working through some inner denial even. They could be seeing their sneaky patterns. They could be seeing patterns where they've betrayed people in the past or where they have been betrayed, causing, oh, we got some extra. Not feeling their passionate energy right now in order to make an offer forward in any way, shape, or form at the moment. Their heart wants to move forward. Their heart wants to make an offer, but their spiritual, creative, intuitive energy here, they aren't fully recognizing their higher self in the heart space as of yet, okay? They have a lot of betrayal and denial that they are going through here. This is like lack of confidence in what they have done and in what they are doing right now. They feel like they're betraying themselves in some way as well, is what I'm hearing, because they aren't feeling the self-love. And they're noticing all of these patterns, right? They're noticing all of these tendencies that they were doing out of subconscious and unconscious behaviors. They're starting to notice these. And so they're going into a state of withdrawal. They're feeling like their heart wants to be loved and their heart is filling with love to hand out, but they aren't really understanding where they're supposed to put it right now, because they're definitely not feeling they want to put it where they have been putting it. And yet at the same time, they are facing feelings of betrayal in the heart if they were to come forward with an offer of love to somebody else. So they're not really thinking creatively on how to do that. They're just dealing with the loss, the feeling of betrayal right now. Do you understand what I mean by that? I hope so. If not, make some comments. I'll try clear it up. In the spiritual space here of the divine masculine, we have guide. So the spiritual energy is trying to come in here. It's not being recognized yet, but it's trying to come in to bring them more onto their path, to align the divine masculine energy more with their path, to shine the light in the direction in which they need to go. Right? So let's get some clarification on that. My throat chakra keeps going crazy, and that whole page of wands is like lack of communication, right? Not talking. Lack of communication, spiritual communication, and lack of communication outwardly, and my throat chakra keeps going, keeps closing on me here. Clarification on guide. Clarification on guide for the divine masculine spiritual body, please. Clarification on guide for the divine masculine spiritual aspect. last one. Clarification on guide. One more, please. Thank you. Wow, guys, seriously, you really can't make this up. Okay, we have the devil here in reverse. Codependency, habits, addictions, negative patterns, subconscious and unconscious beliefs that create these negative patterns that are affecting their stability, their reliability, their physical self, that are affecting their power within their physical reality, that are affecting their physical comfort in some way here, that is attempting to guide them into the direction that they are to be going. Soul searching here, okay? Soul searching, looking for these patterns and looking for these habits. So that's what's going on with the divine masculine energy within the Aries. So let's move on to the divine feminine here. In the physical, we have forgiveness. In the mental, we have understanding. In the heart space, we have the answer is yes. And in the spiritual energy, we have the fall. So the way this speaks to me here, this understanding mental, along with the Thoth Speaks card, is the God of Wisdom, is just amazing to me. In the physical here, there's some forgiveness that needs to happen. This can be self-forgiveness. This can be forgiveness of others, forgiveness of a situation, forgiveness of a circumstance. But there will be certain times throughout this month of May where you're going to require forgiveness. Okay? So let's see if we can pull some clarifiers on this. What is this forgiveness about in the divine feminine? I'm going to use a different deck. So I'm going to use the Easy Tarot here for clarifying divine feminine. What is this forgiveness about in the divine feminine physical space, please? What is this forgiveness about in the divine feminine physical space? That's too many. Spirit's rabbiting in my ear right now. I think that because they want to put down burdens. Okay, they're tired of feeling burdened in some way. And they want to grow something. Okay, they're trying to grow something in their physical reality, something they've been working hard on, that they are now waiting to come into fruition, to come into growth. And this goes right along with the Akashic record, Four Forces, right? With the spring here, planting seeds for something to come grow into fruition. And so there is patience required here. You want to put down the burden, but you require patience here, and to forgive whatever it is that is making you want to rush, okay? Master of Flames here, guys. Master of Flames, Aries. In the mental energy, we have understanding. So this is like some new enlightenment coming in, some clarity coming in on something that you have been wondering about or pondering about, or not understanding. So this is a new level of understanding coming in, and it's amazing to me that it came in with the call to action here, right? And growing something as well, growing something in a very physical way, something that you've been working on with the call to action. So let's see if we can get some clarification on this understanding, please. What's the understanding in divine feminine mental energy? What is the understanding, please, in divine feminine's mental energy? clarity on understanding and divine feminine's mental energy, please? This one. Understanding why something has been stuck. Okay. The Knight of Pentacles is something being stuck. It's also laziness. It's also boredom, but I'm hearing stuck. So getting some clarity and understanding as to why something hasn't been moving forward here, which totally corresponds with the divine masculine energy working through these patterns. And then all of a sudden in the divine feminine energy, you're getting this realization of something, right? They work hand in hand. Inner, right? Because they're in both. So some kind of clarity and understanding in regards to something that you have been trying to manifest within the physical that is moving really, really slow, or that is at a standstill right now. Knight of Pentacles in reverse is pretty much a standstill. So something that hasn't been moving or working. And then once this clarity comes in, guys, there may be a choice that you have to make. So something you may have been working on or trying to manifest in a certain way, you might get some clarity or understanding on it that that's not the only way and this way would work, may be better, and you may have to be making some changes. So you may have a decision to make that directly affects your physical reality in some way here in regards to this understanding. So in the heart space, divine feminine, we have the answer is yes. And I can't help but think back to that I love you card, right? I can't help but think back to that. That's exactly where my head goes right away. The answer is yes. So what is the answer of yes to here? What is this about? I just think it's whatever you have been longing for or feeling within your heart. Whatever you have been feeling to be true is true. That's what I'm hearing. So whatever it is you yourself has been working on or longing for or trying to gain some clarity on that you feel is true, the answer is yes. There you go. Intuition, okay? Not listening to your intuition 100% possibly, or not feeling it 100% possibly. This could be where this clarity comes in here, where this understanding comes in here. And then a new beginning in that. So you're opening up. When I was meditating on your energy before, like I said, guys, at the very beginning, I was feeling expansive, okay? I was feeling Aries was really going to be opening up. And there it is right there. The answer is yes. What you have been feeling, you're right. There's going to be some more clarity and understanding in it. There is going to be a new beginning, a rebirth in some way here. Trust your intuition. You're not trusting your intuition enough here. And then in the spiritual space, we have fall. This can be a timing marker, okay? We can take any card as a timing marker. So can spring and autumn be a timing marker? And that, look at that. Spring, planting seeds and growing something. Autumn, fall. So it can be a timing marker. But it also represents change, right? It's the time of year where there's big changes. The leaves change colors. The grass stops growing and goes into a sleep. People tend to fatten up for Thanksgiving and Christmas and just the colder weather. You tend to take stock of your stuff, right? To make sure you have everything to get through that colder and long period of being a little bit more shut in the fall. So it's a period of change and preparation. So this is the type of energy that I am picking up on here for the spiritual space here. What is the fall about, please? Need a taller chair. What is the fall about, please? Clarification on the fall. Clarification on the fall, please. So some kind of change or some kind of choice to do with a soulmate, guys, okay, or to do with self-love is going to be coming in by the fall, or is going to be changing. If it's not a timing marker, and I don't feel it's a timing marker, okay, I just feel that it's a change, in the spiritual energy. There's some kind of change, something that is changing here. And what is changing to me, the Lover's in reverse, because the Lover's card represents self-love, inner balance. And I really feel this is right now being a little bit out of balance here with the Master of Flames in reverse. And the change is about this being out of balance. So coming more into balance. Okay, coming more into balance here. So there may be a bit of a tower moment at some point through the month. Okay, something that you have to let go of here, Divine Feminine, this totally makes so much sense to me. Oh my gosh. If you're getting enlightenment here, if you're getting some kind of enlightenment, been growing something, wanting to put down a burden, and been getting some kind of enlightenment, some kind of clear and understanding here, that has to do with some kind of new beginning. There's something that you're going to have to let go of to make a decision, right? Because something isn't working. Something was keeping you stuck. So there's something you're going to have to let go of here. And I do believe it's got something to do with inner balance and self-love. And this self-love totally matches up with the Divine Masculine side over here, where he is trying to build something and create something because he's not feeling his self-love, right? He's working through some codependency issues. So you're going to find that whatever this is that comes in, whatever this clarity is some kind of pattern or program or way of thinking that you have had that was stunting the growth of whatever it is you were trying to create or work on. And you're going to get clarity on this. So some energy is going to be releasing, because when one releases, right? So that's the energies for the Aries within the Twin Flame Collective. These are the messages here that I pulled. And the first one that came out is Patience, card number 23. So 23 is a 5, so that's change, right? So you need to have patience here. Something is changing, but you need to have patience. So master that flame. Master that flame, Aries. Okay? Try not to act impulsively. And just use your creative energy in a very patient and guided way. I also pulled a Therapy Angels card here that is talking about cutting your cords. Ask Archangel Michael to clear any old attachments to fear that stem from past relationships, freeing you, freeing you from destructive patterns. Destructive patterns. What is that? Codependency behaviors, subconscious and unconscious behaviors that create patterns. So that's something this month for you guys to heal, to work on releasing those cords of attachment. Release them to people, release them to emotions, release them to situations and events. And then I also got from the Romance Angels, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Well, releasing and healing the past. What is the overall energy for Divine Masculine? Codependency. And what's he working on in the physical? Family. And what's he working on in the mental? Karmic partner. Doesn't get any clearer than this, guys. Forgiving and learning. What does Divine Feminine have in her physical space? Forgiveness. So some clarity is going to come in that needs forgiveness. There's karmic patterns and codependency behaviors that are attached to family, that are attached to karmic patterns that need healing. So cut the cords of attachment to these things. Be patient as the energy clears away. Forgive yourself, forgive the situation, forgive everybody involved in the situation, so that you can move forward. So let's pull a final message for Aries, please, from the Atlantean Oracle. Kind of cool that I had this deck of cards. It's a new deck of cards in mind, considering we got Thoth out here because of the relations between the Atlanteans and the Egyptians, right? Whoops. Okay, well, we'll take that. Okay, it just shot at me here, guys. All right, pools of energy. Pools of energy is the card. All right, and pools of energy says, when the final experiment of Atlantis was established, the senior priesthood created a pool of high-frequency energy, which the people could access to enhance their own energy or help them manifest their visions. Later, the violet flame was offered to the citizens. This could be visualized or invoked to enable them to transmute any negativity that arose, especially in relationships. So, cosmic help. Your guidance is to call on the great cosmic pool of energy, for it is time now to manifest your dreams. Before you invoke the cosmic assistance, be still and focus on your vision. Only negative thoughts can hold you back. So call in or visualize the violet flame to dissolve them. Move forward now. The cosmos are ready to help you. So call in the violet flame, guys, to release these codependencies. Visualize yourself with your divine masculine. Surround yourself in a light. Call in the violet flame and surround you in the violet flame, asking the violet flame to clear away all negative karmic patterns, all subconscious and unconscious negative patterns that are created from inherited, from karmic situations. What else was there? Cut the cords. And then give forgiveness for the entire situation, and be patient. Okay, as the energy transmutes out and those patterns start to dissolve and start manifesting in a different way, stay in your gratitude and be patient. Forgiveness, gratitude, and patience. So let's get a couple of messages from the masculine to the feminine. One each here. Oh my goodness. These cards, they drive me crazy sometimes. When they start going in crazy directions, sometimes you just can't get them back. Okay, let's do this. Okay. All right. Message from the divine feminine to the divine masculine. This one. The past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. From the divine feminine to the divine masculine, the past is now behind you. How freaking appropriate is that? And from the divine masculine to the feminine, please. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. My gosh, it never ceases to amaze me how fitting everything just fits together in such a perfect way. Wow. Okay, Aries, so that's your twin flame reading for the month of May. I hope you found it informative, insightful. I hope you can take something from it. Take note of the healing that is suggested to take part in this month. Be patient, stay in your gratitude, be forgiving. Let go of past thoughts that are dissolving. Use that violet flame, okay? And this new start, this new beginning is coming in. It's coming in, guys. It's on its way. It's on its way. Okay, so I'm sending you guys all love and light for your journey. Many, many, many blessings. So thank you for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and help me out on my journey and my mission. I would really appreciate that. Thanks, guys. Have a great month.